Is it possible to go backwards? If we know what y is, can we figure out what x is? We've gone the other way. Sure, that's easy. If you know what x is, you can just replace x. But can we go backwards? Let's find out in today's installment of Finding X if you know what y is. Alright, first, it gives us an equation. That's neat. And it gives us what one of the letters is. So let's see what happens if we replace the letter y, the variable y, with the number 0. Let's write our equation first, which is y equals x squared plus 4x minus 5. And let's get this pesky y and replace it with the number 0. Just like that. Therefore, 0, and the rest we can copy down, equals x squared plus 4x minus 5. Neato. Okay, now we need to solve this equation. And we've seen how to solve this equation. This is a trinomial, meaning it has 3 terms, and it is a quadratic. We can solve this using the sum and product rule. We're looking for 2 numbers that sum to get positive 4, they add to get positive 4, but their product, when you multiply them together, is negative 5. Well, let's go on a little quest. We will go on a side quest down at the bottom of the page or off to the side or something where you got a bit of room. Let's make a list of factor pairs and their sum. I always like to start with positive 1. That's a nice place to start because 1 goes into everything. And you're looking for numbers that multiply to give this product of minus 5. Okay. 1 times something is minus 5. What is that something? 1 times minus 5 is minus 5. So I've picked these numbers so they'll have the right product. Now we need to find the sum and see if the sum is right. If I have positive 1 and then subtract 5, the answer that I will get... Oh, that's sad, because I was hoping for positive 4, and the answer I got minus 4. We are close though, right? We're really close. We're just got a sign difference, a positive and a negative. So instead of positive 1, let's see what happens if we try minus 1. Minus 1 times something is negative 5. Well, a negative and a negative makes a positive. 1 times 5 is 5. So it's positive 5. And sure enough, negative 1 times positive 5 is negative 5. So the product works. Let's check the sum. If I have negative 1 and then add 5, I get, yay, positive 4. Woo! Awesome. We found it. We found our Pogus numbers. If you don't get that, that's fine. Okay, so we've got negative 1 and plus 5. So that means we can rewrite this thing here, and everything else I'll just copy down, copy the therefore, copy the 0, copy the equals. But this expression I can write as x plus or minus something, and then another x plus or minus something. 2 things multiplied together in brackets. Yes. And our first number is minus 1, and the next one is positive 5. Right? Cool. So we've got our solution pretty much. By the null factor law, either that thing is 0 or this thing is 0. If the first thing is 0, x has to be positive 1. You can optionally, if you want to, solve x minus 1 equals 0. But I can just tell you, if it's a negative here, it's going to be positive. And if it's positive here, it's going to be negative. Yes. So these are our 2 solutions. And some of you might freak out, but Mr. Ranieri, how can there be 2 solutions? Every question has one answer, right? Well, handily, I have this graph right up here. Swing it on down to help us out. We have a beautiful parabola here. This is that blue curve. That's the y equals x squared, blah, blah, blah. And then we have this green line. Don't worry about the purple line. Doesn't exist. Go away, purple line. Anyway, we have this green line, which is y equals 0. And you might be able to count the number of points where y is 0 on this blue curve. There's one right here. What? At negative 5? coincidence or conspiracy, and another one at +1. These are the same problem, aren't they? Yeah, this is just a graphical way of finding it, a way of graphing it and finding it. So yes, that's why this question has 2 answers, because it crosses this line at 2 points. All right, let's move on. Let's try a different one. I'll just get rid of all the mess that I've got. Beautiful. And that thing hopefully can go away. I think it won't go away. All right, I will do the other part in a separate video. Until then.